name is Shauna, in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the 25 questions tag. As the title suggests, there's going to be 25 questions to this tag. This is going to be just giving you info about myself so you get to know me a little more. I'm going to be talking about some parts of myself that I haven't talked about on my channel before, so I hope you learn about me in this, and I hope that this video is fun to watch. If you want to do this tag, I will of course leave all of the tag questions down in the description below, like I do with every tag video that I do. Question number 1 is, what's your channel about? My channel is about all things bookish, nerdy, and spoony related, which means chronic illness. The reason why I have one channel for all these topics is because I'm a very complex person. I can't be summarized down to just one niche interest, and so I felt like to reflect who I am as a person better, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel covering all these different topics. I also find that with these 3 interests that I have, a lot of times the community for them can sometimes overlap. Like, a lot of people who like books also have chronic illnesses. A lot of people who like nerdy stuff like books and stuff like that. Number 2, how old are you? I am currently 21 years old. In November, I'll be turning 22. Number 3, what's your relationship status? I am single. I'm a single Pringle, not dating, not even interested in dating at this point in time. Number 4, did you go to college/occupation? So I'm currently in college, but I am not in the normal college route. What this means is that basically with my chronic illnesses, I can't handle taking a normal course load, but I am still pursuing college because it's what my parents want me to do and because it's part of the agreement with my parents that I would finish college. So what this means is that I'm taking 1 class per term, and it is going to take me at least twice as long, if not longer, to get my degree. I am currently in my last term of community college. I'm about to get my associate's degree, and then I'll be transferring to a different school to get my bachelor's degree. My associate's degree is in Associates of Science, and I'll be aiming to get my bachelor's degree in English/writing, and if I have an option to do a minor, which I'm not sure if I will at this school, then I will hopefully minor in psychology. Number 5, where are you from/live? I live in the beautiful state of Oregon. I'm not going to give you more specifics than that. I live in a fairly small city, not like too small, but it's not like big enough of a city that I'd feel comfortable telling you my city's name. However, you may be able to guess what it is if you know anything about me. But I will say that my city is closer to the border between Washington and Oregon than to the border between Oregon and California. Number 6, looking back, what would you have told your 10-year-old self? 10 years old. So I was in the 3rd grade, which was an interesting time for me. I enjoyed school at the time, but I was also being bullied. And I would tell myself that I'm not going to be stuck with that person who's bullying me for my whole life. I would tell myself, you're going to get away from her someday. You're going to be happy without her. Your whole sense of self-worth does not rely on this one person that you were having issues with, that you also claim as your best friend, because it was a complicated thing. Most of the people who bullied me have actually been people that I called my best friend. So I think I sort of also needed that wake-up call when I was 10 to be like, hey, this person who's your best friend shouldn't be treating you like crap. Number 7, tell us about your family. I'm not really sure too much of what I can tell about my family on here. I have a dad, I have a mom, I have a brother, I have a sister-in-law, and I have a sweet little nephew who is currently 9 months old. My brother is someone who I've wanted to have on my YouTube channel in the past, but he says that there's a certain follower count, subscriber count that I need in order for him to be on my channel. He comments random crap on my TikTok, so if you ever see this weird comment on my TikTok and you don't really know what that person's trying to say, well, guess what? It's probably my brother. My dad did debate in high school and college, and he was a coach for it, and so he sort of gave me the confidence to do public speaking. So while everyone in high school was having anxiety about public speaking, my dad gave me the confidence to do great at that. And my mom works in education, and she is very good at her job. Number 8, what's your favorite holiday? This is hard because I'm always torn on what my favorite holiday is. It's definitely not my birthday. It would definitely be probably more Christmas or maybe Halloween. I do cosplay, so like Halloween is like the cosplayer's holiday sort of, because we just get an excuse to wear our cosplays out and about more. However, Christmas, I love giving gifts to other people. However, I always have mixed feelings about people giving me gifts, and so I like the giving other people gifts part of Christmas, but like when it comes to me getting gifts, sometimes I'm like, oh, you don't have to give me that much. So I'm very torn on which one's my favorite. Like, I love giving gifts, love dressing up. I don't know, I can't choose. Number 9, you have no budget. What is your dream vacation? I want to go to every Universal Studios and every Disney park in the world. which I know is a very ambitious thing, and I know that it will probably never happen, but I really want to do that. I love theme parks so much, especially the Disney parks and especially the Universal parks, because Universal has all that fun Harry Potter stuff and Disney is so atmospheric and has such amazing rides. Number 10, name your biggest pet peeves. Ooh, okay, this is a little challenging because I'm always confused on what the exact definition of pet peeves is. But I would say that people saying oof is a big pet peeve for me, especially because people say oof a lot in really not appropriate scenarios. Another big pet peeve for me is like cracking your knuckles, like whether you're doing it to be intimidating or you're just doing it for fun, like can't stand that. I don't really know if I have other pet peeves. I guess chewing loudly, but that's not really a pet peeve because my issue with chewing loudly is related to a condition called misophonia, but I guess some people would consider it a pet peeve, so I'll include that. I guess those are my biggest pet peeves. I don't really have that many pet peeves. Number 11, what book changed your life? The Harry Potter series changed my life so much. So of course it has been a constant source of joy for me in my life. It has been one of the few constant things in my life that I can count on to never change. I love it so much. It's brought me so much joy and it's helped me make so many friends. Number 12, what simple invention improved the world? I don't know. What simple invention improved the world? Tennis shoes. I'll say tennis shoes. I did a whole presentation on tennis shoes when I was in middle school, so I'm just gonna say tennis shoes. Favorite movies / TV shows. I have such a long list of favorite movies and TV shows, and I'm gonna limit myself to 2. So 2 movie franchises and 2 TV shows. So for this I'm gonna choose Harry Potter and Star Wars for the movies, and for TV shows I'm gonna choose Walking Dead and Demon Slayer. But of course my list would be longer, but it would take way too long if I actually listed them all. Number 14, describe yourself using 3 fictional characters. So Tris Pryor from the Divergent series for how she deals with trauma and for persevering even though things get really tough. Primrose Everdeen for how much she cares about other people and how much she'll do to help them. And number 3, Hermione Granger for how nerdy she is. Number 15, what was your dream job? My first dream job when I was a kid was to be a Disney princess. Obviously, I did not understand that you can't be a Disney princess unless you want to be an actress. I have at some points had a dream job of being an actress, but I know that realistically that's not possible at this point in my life. At one point my dream job was to be a teacher. That obviously didn't work out. And currently my dream job would be to be a writer and a YouTuber and possibly a TikToker, which are very unrealistic goals that really depend on popularity and how many people follow you, which is not something that's healthy for your mental health to be focusing on so much. Number 16, if magic was real, what spell would you learn first? Accio, because I'm lazy. Number 17, share a favorite childhood memory. So I went to Disneyland when I was 10. It was my first time ever at any Disney park. And my brother and I split off from our parents because we didn't want to go on Space Mountain because we were chickens at the time. And so we wanted to go on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. This was like our second or third time going on it on this trip. And so I went with my brother to go on to Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. We went on it and we got stuck on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. And this was before we had cell phones. This was at a time when we only had flip phones. And so we don't like have many photos from this trip. But we were stuck on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. I was a little anxious during that time, but it was also fun because we just got to like absorb everything about the ride and we got to get a lot of points. And that was my only trip to Disneyland. I really want to go there again. I love Disneyland so much. Number 18, what is your favorite social media platform and why? I'm torn because I see the negatives to all sorts of different social media platforms, but probably it would be Instagram right now because I have a lot of friends on Instagram and I love the community that I have become a part of on Instagram. Number 19, if you could pick any book character, who would you spend the day with? Newt from The Maze Runner. He has been my absolute favorite character of all time for a really long time, and so I'd love to spend time with him. Number 20, what's your spirit animal? So I know I've talked about this before, but I don't really like the phrase spirit animal because it's a phrase that was very special to Indigenous people and had a lot of importance to them, but a lot of white people have like taken it and like tried to reframe it to be like, oh my gosh, that animal is my spirit animal, and I'm like, well, you don't understand the meaning of spirit animal, so I'm not going to use this term spirit animal. I am going to instead say which animal do I feel represents me the most because I feel like that would be more accurate. I would say cat because they sleep all the time and they act like dorks and occasionally they could be moody, and I feel like that represents me fairly well about who I am as a person. Number 21, what old person thing do you do? I use Facebook. I would say that. I use Facebook. It's embarrassing, I know, but I do use Facebook. And yeah, I guess that makes me an old person for using Facebook. Number 22, do you have a hidden talent? Yes and no. So my hidden talent I can't do on command, but I can do frog noises for my throat. I just can't do it on command. I have to like trigger my GI issues and then I can do frog noises, which I don't like to do, but I can do it. And it sounds pretty realistic like a frog. Number 23, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, and I honestly can't picture that far in my future because with my health issues, like I could imagine myself just being in the same situation as I am today, but like there is that slim hope that maybe I could get better and that maybe I'll be in a better place in the future, but I don't know. Number 24, share an item and tell us its significance. This little thing. I have kept this since the 1st grade and it currently has cat hair on the tape on the back. Maybe I'll just take off the tape. No, it's ripping it too much. I'll take off the tape later. So this was just like one of those name tag things that was on like the cubbies, and I have kept it because I really enjoyed my 1st grade year of school. It was one of my favorite years. I had so much fun going to school every day. I had such a great teacher, and so I've just kept this, and I sort of have a lot of memories attached to every item that I own, and so I have a really hard time parting with things. So even though I know this is just like a little piece of paper, I can't part with it. And also it's kept in fairly good shape for something that I've had since like 2006 or 2007. Here, you can see me. That was me as a kid. There, that was me as a kid. I looked cute as a kid, and then around like 2nd or 3rd grade, my looks started going downhill. Number 25 says now tag some people. I don't tag people in tag videos, but as I said, if you want to do this video, all the questions will be linked down in the description below. I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me. If you haven't already, my next video will be uploaded next Tuesday. I hope all of you stick around to watch it. And until next time, goodbye.